welcome to my channel, AshleysJoys. Today I'm going to be doing a pretty heavy topic of depression and what to do while you're depressed and how to get out of it. I know I mentioned a while ago how I went through anxiety and depression in one of my old videos. If you have not watched that, I'll leave the link here, so be sure to check that out. But here are some things and tips and tricks that I want to give you guys because I feel like this is a very important topic. I know so many people, especially recently, for some reason, I don't know why, but they have called me telling me that they felt very depressed and things like that. And so I know there's a lot of you guys out there who also may struggle with this. Just remember this first thing: you are not alone. And in this video, I'm going to give you some really easy tips on how to overcome, or even just to be in to take one step to be further than you were the day before. So anyway, hopefully this helps at least one person. That really would mean everything to me. And I'm gonna make this video pretty short just so that it can get straight to the point and it can be effective right away. So let's get into the video. Okay, so hope this lighting is okay because it would be cloudy today. Out of all of the days I would decide to record. But the first tip I want to mention to you guys on how to get into a better place, or just how to take a step in a new direction when you are depressed, is to first recognize that you are not alone. I will say this again: you are not alone. I'm hoping there's no food in my mouth because I'm so hungry and I just ate a bite of my sub. But you are not alone. There are so many people in the world who go through depression and anxiety. You will be shocked if you just seen the numbers. There's a lot of people, and especially in today's society where there's so much to do and so many options and things like that, it can create a lot of depression and anxiety. And especially with the way society has been so concentrating so heavily on the way beauty is supposed to be and what people are supposed to look like and the jobs people are supposed to have, how we're supposed to think. No wonder why so many people are so depressed. And you go off to college and you're trying to figure out what you want to do with the rest of your life, you know. And this time, or in this generation, there's so many options when it comes to dating, when it comes to, you know, school, like opportunities, when it comes to just anything, grocery stores, deodorant, things to the smallest things that you don't think about. There's so many options. And so I'm saying all of that to say that it's no wonder why we have so much anxiety and depression in this society, because it's so fast paced and there's so many things. So with that being said, I'm saying that for a very important reason. I'm saying that because with all of these options, we need to take sometimes sorry y'all. Sorry about that. This cold is finally gone. Hallelujah. But it's still causing the cough. But yeah, the first thing I want to say is, you guys, you really have to take a step back and, one, recognize you're not alone, that there are a lot of people who go through depression. Two, you have to really take a step back and be one with yourself. Like, all of these things in this world, is so many things going on. It's so easy to get caught up in other people's lives and what your life is supposed to look like based off of what other people's life look like. And that's one of the fastest ways to be depressed and to be sad and feel like you're not good enough. So the first thing you really want to do is just recognize you're not alone, and then take steps to feel more confident, whatever that means. Rather it be you just get up every morning and make yourself breakfast, or get up every morning, brush your teeth, and do something to your hair. Whatever that is, whether it be read a book that you enjoy, you know, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. And I know you guys are like, well, how can you do that if you are depressed and you don't feel like doing anything? You don't feel like getting out the bed. You don't even feel like going pee half the time because you just want to lay there in the dark. You have to make yourself, because, you know, depression can really, really take a very devastating toll on people to the point where they can become suicidal. I know people who are close to me who were suicidal, who sometimes get suicidal. I've even had a friend call me, and it was one of the scariest things because I could not imagine my life without her. And it's just, you know, she fell into this deep depression. She was very down on herself. She didn't feel confident. And I think what helped her and what helped a lot of us is to just really start to love who you are, your flaws, and stop. This is one thing that gets to me the most, is when people try to say or make it seem like your flaws is a problem. Like, why does this society make it seem like a bad thing to have problems? Because the last time I checked, the people from, you know, the past, or our grandparents, when they overcame these obstacles, they actually became better and stronger, and they had more opportunity because they grew as a person, and they opened their world up to different things because they had to go through these struggles. But society making everything seem like it has to be perfect, and everyone has to be perfect and have the perfect teeth, perfect body, perfect everything. We have to recognize that there are going to be hard times in our lives, and we have to accept that. But if you are a Christian, or if you believe in God, or whatever you believe in, and if you don't believe in anything, you have to remember, you have to at least believe that you can and you will overcome. See, for me, I believe that God will help me through these hard times, and that depression is just a moment in my life. It's a season, and that storm will pass, and that even though that time may be hard, that there is better things that's going to come my way. You reap the positive seeds in your life now. No matter how you feel, even if you feel down, you have to tell yourself and look in the mirror every day and say, you know what, I am enough. I am worth it. You have to tell yourself that you are worth it, because it's so sad when I see so many people who want to commit suicide on social media because of how depressed they are, and people, they're so mean to people nowadays. They're like trolls, and they tear people down. I don't understand it. And I think depression is such a serious thing, and people take it as a joke, or they take it as go kill yourself, like those type of comments that they put on people's pictures. I remember one time I was literally reading someone, they had posted something, and I found this so sad, but they posted something and someone commented, go kill yourself. And this person was literally venting about how they were upset, how they were sad, and someone said, you're ugly, or something like that, go kill yourself. And I'm like, how do you say that to someone who's sitting there pouring their heart out to you, or pouring their heart out, they're actually screaming for help, and yet people bash people like this? It doesn't make any sense to me. See, in my life, one of my biggest goals is to uplift people, to help people see that they are worth it, and that they can be and do anything no matter what the obstacles are. And it's one of those things where when you see it, you just wish you can go and give this person a hug, and you wish you could just, like, I get angry sometimes, you know, I become like a mama bear to people I don't know. I want to just smack the person who said that evil thing to them. And the one girl, she replied, she said, well, I actually tried. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know how deep. Try not to get emotional, because having me here about to cry and sweat my hair out, my weave. But you don't know what people are going through and how they interpret it, and how, like, the severity of it. So it's very important to just uplift each other. So let me just get into the specifics, otherwise I'm going to ramble forever. So the first thing you can do is, one, like I said, know you're not alone. Number two is you can start to begin to love yourself again. Even if it's one thing that you find beautiful about yourself, or that make you feel confident, do it every single day. Whether it be brushing your teeth every morning, whether it be, you know, doing a little makeup, whatever it is, whether it be praying, you know, reading the Bible, whatever it is that make you feel confident, that is something that will really help you move on to the second step, which is number two. Get out of the house. Try not to be stuck in your room, because when I went through depression, I literally would just stay in my room to myself, by myself. Like, I wouldn't really talk to people. Like, you know, it was just like one of those things where you just felt like you were better left alone. But I'm telling you, you're not, because you're more than likely to sit there and just think about all these thoughts and just feel even more depressed. And it's like a cycle that never ends. So you have to break yourself out of that cycle. You have to break that chain. You have to go out, even if it's to take a walk, even if it's to go to, you know, a little restaurant, or if it's to go to Chipotle or somewhere where you don't have to sit down. Find somewhere that you like, where the sun is shining, and just make yourself, you know, stay out of that space where you're just by yourself and depressed. The third one is to begin to figure out, you know, what you want to do with your life. You know, everybody always say, oh, live life to find your purpose and find your purpose. But what is this whole find your purpose thing? Because I feel like if I'm just trying to live life to find this one purpose, this one little purpose, what am I doing? You know, when you find it, then what? I feel like a better way to live is to live life with purpose. To live life with purpose every single day. You know, make a purpose for that day, whether it be one purpose is to get out the bed, or another purpose is to, you know, try to take steps towards your career. You should always live life with purpose. And yes, I feel like the word purpose itself is like an umbrella. So to find your purpose, it's like an umbrella, and everything under there is purpose, little purpose things. And I think that's what you should always be doing, is finding those little purposes every day, those little things that keep you going, those little things that God has for you, the things that God, because the thing is, when you follow God and you follow his will and his way, he opens up your whole life and your whole world to so many opportunities. And whatever your purpose or your purposes are, he will open all of them, because it may be for you to be, he might want you to be a mother, a wife, a business owner. He might want you to be all of them. So your purpose is multiple things, and you have to accept the things that God has for you too. And don't beat yourself up or knock yourself down because you aren't where you think you're supposed to be right now, because everybody has a different timing. Everybody has a different goal and a different time frame for things that will happen in their life, and that's okay. That is okay. You know how many people look at me and say, oh, you're a travel nanny, you do all these, you have all these families, and you do YouTube and you do hair, but you don't have a stable job? That is not for me. You know, as far as like the whole 9-to-5 thing, I feel like God has created us all uniquely, and I've accepted that. But it's not for me to make other people accept, because the more you try to do that and try to prove that to other people, you become more depressed too, because then you start to feel like you're not worth it or you're doing something wrong. Praying about what it is that you're supposed to be doing in your life at the moment, and just taking those steps to do them, getting out the bed, brushing your teeth, finding that happiness, that little peace, even if it's something small, like I mentioned, knowing you're not alone and that you can do it, that will help push you and help you sail past all of these insecurities that depression can bring. Another thing, they say that depression is also a chemical imbalance for some people. So eat foods that make you feel good. Eat things that balances out those chemicals in your bodies. I will leave links below to foods that are really, really good for people with depression. It's been proven to help uplift your mood and release serotonin, because some people do lack a little bit of serotonin, but you can get that from the natural, beautiful food that God has created for us. Exercising is another key one, because that also releases endorphins, which help you get in a better and happier mood. There's so many things that you can do to pull yourself out of depression, or at least take a step. But the first thing I want to say is, if no one else ever told you or have ever said to you these things I'm about to say to you, then I promise you, I really mean this, because I do genuinely believe that everybody can change and be better. No matter where you are right now in your life, no matter how hard and how difficult, I want you to remember that God is there. And if you don't believe in God, just believe that you can and you will overcome whatever it is that you feel. I know from experience that you can do it. You don't have to run to suicide. You don't have to run to, you know, beating yourself up or feeling insignificant or feeling like you're not enough, because you are enough, and you have to believe that. You have to look in the mirror every day and tell yourself, I am enough and I can achieve anything. All I need to do is try. And if you fail, so what? And life goes on. And if you feel like you don't even know how to get out of bed and start somewhere, it doesn't matter. You have to make the decision to get up anyway, to push yourself anyway. because all of us are beautiful. Every single one of us. God has created so many beautiful, beautiful creatures on this earth. There is no such thing as an ugly person. If a person is not attractive to you, then guess what? So what? They're not attractive to you. You don't know who think they're beautiful. You know, people I know who say they think they're ugly. They feel ugly themselves, and I look at them and I'm like, where? Like, what's that mean? Where? Like, where? Like, I don't see it. And you'll be surprised at how many people that you think are beautiful don't feel that way. But, you know, I'm here to tell all of you guys, all of my subscribers, anybody who come across this video, that you are enough, that you are worth it, that God has a purpose for you. Do not give up. You are not alone. You are beautiful. You have a great soul. And if you don't, change it. And if you feel like you're not the best person, change it. Take one step. Just one. One step every time. One little step. Because I was afraid, and I'm still afraid to hike mountains. And people think it's funny. I mean, that's fine. But I took one step, and I wasn't able to get to the top of this one little hill. I can go up there now because I took one step. And it took me 6 times. Little kids was going right past me. Little kids. And I'm taking one step every time I can get there. Every time until I got to the top. And can I go further? Yes, but I have to push myself. Because nobody else is going to push me more than I can push me. And you know what? If you do push yourself and you fail, it's fine. Like, stop beating yourself up. It's okay. I beated myself up so much all the time about my life and where I was and what I didn't have and why, I'm about to be 27 and all these other things about where I should be. And I have learned that there is no greater thing in life than to have a goal and to achieve things and to grow and to be better and to accept the fact that it's okay if life is hard. But you know, one person who will always be there for you and who will always have your back and help you see your way through everything and things can be way better than you can even expect is God. And He will help you through those hard times. Pray to Him, call out to Him, speak to Him and say, Lord, I need your help. I need your help. And tell Him what it is that you're feeling, because He opened so many doors for me when I was depressed. You guys didn't even know. I just can't. Sometimes I'm looking around in my life like, how did I get here? Times where I didn't know how I was going to afford to eat. He made sure I ate. I didn't worry about it. And so there's someone out there right now who needs this word. There's someone out there right now who's depressed and they feel like giving up, and someone who feels like not even living. And I want to tell you, you're beautiful. You're handsome. You're worth it. You can overcome it. Don't give up. Don't beat yourself up. Accept the fact that sometimes life get hard. Brush it off. Laugh at it. Hey, it's hard. It's okay. Like, laugh at it. Make fun of it. Because when you look up and you have faith and you keep going, I promise you life has so many amazing things to offer. No one is guaranteed tomorrow. So live today with purpose. Don't let depression steal your time or steal your joy anymore. You say no to it right now, and you say yes to God, and you say yes to whatever you believe in, and you believe that you can and you will, and we are all here as a support team together. So I'm sorry that this video is long, but if you need any support, you guys, or if anybody is going through something that they feel like they cannot get out of, or they feel stuck and like they can't keep going, please contact me, or contact your family members or your friends or whoever. I'll leave like hotlines below also, because this is a serious thing. And when I was going through my anxiety, I said I was going to make it a mission to turn this thing around to be the best thing that has ever happened to me, to help you guys. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I even started my YouTube channel in the first place, because I had a story to tell. And even though everybody don't always understand it or understand me, and I was so afraid to open up, I'm going to make it a mission to motivate one person who feel like giving up, because I know so many people who almost gave up, and I don't want any of you guys to not keep pushing, because I'm promising you, you are amazing. And I'm not about to get emotional. You are amazing. So I love you guys. I know this is a little bit of a heavy topic, this video, but for some reason I keep feeling led to make it. So I will see you guys in my next video, which will not be as emotional. But I will see you guys in my next video. I love you, and do not give up. Bye.
y'all face in.
I can't see.
How? Who can't see? Oh, shit. Why you all in the back?